Wow, what an honor to be able to bring you such a profound and transformative message, worthy of a soul that carries light even when the world insists on casting it into darkness. You who have come this far know, I was already waiting for you. Not by chance, not by luck, but because there was a marked moment between heaven and his soul. And he is now. Even before you sought this direction, a force was already moving in your favor. A call was whispered in his heart, even as everything seemed to fall apart around him. And you felt it, didn't you? You felt like there was something bigger trying to communicate with you, maybe in your dreams, maybe in the silence of your tears, maybe in that moment when you thought about giving up, but you didn't. Because heaven was already there, holding you inside. You, woman of resilient soul, warrior who hides battles in the sweetest smiles. It was for you that this message was revealed. I know your pains, your sleepless nights, your secrets that no one understands. I even know what you tried to bury inside your chest and pretend it didn't hurt anymore. But it hurt. And yet you moved on. And that is why now, something greater is revealed before you. A heavenly protection that does not fail. Don't think you got here by your own efforts. Believe me, you were sustained at times when you did not have the strength to stand. The presence of Saint Michael was discreet but constant. Now this presence becomes visible, palpable, real. He comes as a ray of light cutting through the heavens, opening paths, driving away evil and sealing a new stage in your life. A step where you no longer walk alone, but with divine authority by your side. Yes, I know that you have often doubted yourself. He thought it wasn't enough, that he failed, that he wasted too much time. But today, listen carefully. No loss was in vain, no mistake was wasted. Everything was preparing you. St. Michael does not see a defeated soul. He sees a chosen one being stoned for a mission of light. And now the time has come to shine, to take his place. Raise your head and take your position. You were forged in tears to carry healing. It was molded in silence to carry wisdom. Saint Michael says, fear no more. The time of shame has passed. The time of hiding is over. Now is the time to be seen, recognized, and above all, protected. What was once oppression will now be anointing. Where there was pain before, there will be purpose. The sky is already moving pieces that you don't even notice yet. But you will. And when you feel it, allow yourself to live this new time without fear. Yes, some people will walk away. Yes, doors will close. But all this is necessary. Saint Michael is clearing the way. Do not carry anyone else who has chosen not to walk beside you. Do not insist on connections that drain your light. You no longer need to shrink yourself to fit in places where your soul feels suffocated. You were born to fly high. There is a woman within you that the world has not yet known, but heaven has seen. A healing, firm, free woman. A woman who connects with the divine and transforms everything around her. This woman is awakening now. Feel it. Breathe. Recognize this awakening. Michael is touching you. Your energy is being activated. Fear is breaking. Fatigue is leaving. You are reborn. Perhaps you still ask, but why me? What's so special about me? And the answer is, you carry something that the world needs. A light, a word, a touch, a presence that only you have. Because of this, the enemy tried to silence his voice. So many battles. But Saint Michael is saying, try again, but this time, under my protection. Because now it's not you fighting anymore. It's heaven's army going ahead for you. It is no coincidence that you have come this far. This message was written in the Spirit to touch your spirit. Every word, every paragraph, was whispered directly to his soul. And if you've made it this far, it's because something very big has been activated. You will no longer be the same. Something in you is already different. Feel it. Believe me. Declare. Live this truth with faith. Hard. With conviction. You don't have to understand everything now. Just say with faith, Saint Michael, I surrender to your light. Walk with me. And he will walk. He's done. Look back and see how many times you survived what was meant to destroy you. This is no accident. This is protection. That's purpose. That's promise. In the coming days, pay attention to the signs. Words that come up, repeated numbers, vivid dreams, unexpected encounters. Heaven is communicating with you. And every time you doubt, remember, I am protected. I am chosen. I am loved. Say it in your own voice. Declare about your life. Change your vibration. Raise your standard. You are being called to live the extraordinary. The spiritual battle is already won. Now it's time to occupy what has already been released to you. Pray. Connect. Thank you. Walk. Even if slowly. Even if afraid. But do not stop. Because heaven has not stopped fighting for you. It never stopped. And it will never stop. You are loved, seen, expected. Yes, expected. And now, it's finally here. Then pay attention, as the atmosphere around you began to change. There is a constant whisper in your spirit, like a light touch that insists on awakening you, even in the moments when you try to silence your intuition. You feel it, don't you? Something invisible is moving, and as much as you don't yet fully understand it, you know you can't ignore it. This presence that approaches with delicacy and power wants not only to observe you, but to guide your every step from now on. You may have woken up feeling your chest tight, but the real reason is that your soul senses that something great is approaching. Heaven does not call you by chance. There is a mystery being revealed, little by little, like a curtain that opens before a new reality. And that reality has to do with you, with what you are going to become. That version of you that you don't know yet is about to emerge. But in order for it to flourish, it will be necessary to let die everything that no longer suits who you are becoming. For this reason, you may notice sudden changes in your relationships, in your routine, even in your thoughts. Do not be frightened by what seems strange or uncomfortable. Saint Michael is turning you away from everything that weakens your spirit. He is separating the tares from the wheat within your own life, uprooting all the pain you had learned to live with, as if it were normal to carry burdens that were never yours. Now the time of lightness has come. But first, heaven needs to empty you of all that is not light. Do you remember the girl you were? The one who dreamed of freedom, of peace, of something pure and intense? Well, she didn't disappear. She is alive inside you, waiting to be rescued. And Saint Michael is just rekindling that dormant flame. He wants you to dream again as someone who believes, as someone who knows that you are not alone in this world. You weren't made to survive life. You were created to live it with fullness and courage. There are gifts within you that have not yet been explored, intuitions that you ignored for fear of being imagining things. But the truth is that you always had a special sensitivity, you just didn't know it was divine gift. Now this sensitivity will be your compass. Pay attention to subtle sensations, inner alerts, sudden inspirations. This is where Michael will speak. He doesn't just want to protect you, he wants to activate you. Awaken the most authentic in you. The signs will become clearer and clearer, and when this happens, you will understand that you are living a prophetic phase of your life. Every little thing will have a purpose, every encounter will bring a message, every silence will be a response. You will no longer be confused. What once seemed chaotic will begin to make sense. Heaven is arranging the pieces of your story. And even if now you still do not see everything clearly, a certainty will form inside you, something supernatural is happening. You'll start to notice synchronicities, answers coming in random conversations, songs with lyrics that seem written to you, numbers repeating on schedules, signs, receipts. All this is a way for Saint Michael to say, I am here. Don't ignore these small demonstrations. Every detail is a call for you to walk with more attention, with more purpose, with more faith. It's not superstition, it's revelation. In addition, your sensitivity will increase. Some people will find you more introspective, others more intense. But what is happening inside you is not visible to ordinary eyes. You are being uplifted spiritually, and this will reflect in every aspect of your existence. Don't try to explain it to everyone. Not everyone will understand. Saint Michael did not call you to please others, but to align yourself with heaven. And heaven knows you deeply, more than anyone. You will be taken to different environments, places where your presence will make an impact without you having to say a word. Your energy will begin to stand out. There will be a sparkle in your eyes that no one can erase. It's not about appearance, it's about presence. And this presence will be felt even by those who tried to hurt you. Saint Michael is turning your pain into spiritual authority. What you have survived will not only be memory, it will be your new strength. Sometimes you will feel as if you are being watched, but in a light way, almost like a caress. The angels are all around you. You will be surrounded by this feeling of constant welcome. Even in moments of absolute silence, you will realize that you will never be alone again. There is a spiritual army accompanying you. And when you walk to where you were called, nothing can prevent the fulfillment of what was prophesied for you. You will notice that time, which once seemed like an enemy, now works in your favor. What was once expected will turn into preparation. No longer see delays as punishments. They were just signs that what you asked for was not yet ready. Or perhaps you were not yet ready to receive. But now it is. And what's coming doesn't compare to anything you've ever experienced. Don't be surprised if some blessings leave you speechless. Saint Michael's is revealing itself like never before. And you will be surprised. In unexpected places. By people you never imagined. Saint Michael is connecting you to hidden opportunities, paths that will only be revealed to those with attentive spiritual eyes. Keep your soul awake. Your dreams will even become more vivid. Write them down. Heaven will use even your sleep to guide you. There are codes being released, nightly revelations. You are being trained, even while resting. Your health will also begin to stabilize. What used to cause you exhaustion and unexplained pain will begin to dissolve. The body feels when the spirit aligns. And your spirit is now in divine alignment. You will feel more disposition, more vigor, more clarity. It's not just physical encouragement, it's spiritual renewal. The energy of heaven is pulsating in you, and it will transform even your look at life. Saint Michael's wishes you to understand. There is no more room for setbacks. Returning to old patterns would be the same as returning to darkness after knowing the light. Accept no less than heaven desires to deliver you. Your new spiritual level requires a new posture. Elevate your mind. Honor your process. Protect what is being born within you with all zeal. Because now you carry something sacred. Soon you will be answer to other women. You will be the voice that inspires, the look that welcomes, the shoulder that comforts. It will not be a burden, it will be a mission. You were healed to heal. It was protected to protect. It was erected to erect. But first, you need to allow this process to complete in you. Don't run. Don't run away. Do not ignore. Heaven is doing something precious and irreversible within you. Do not think that you have already reached your peak. You have barely begun to discover the potency that is within you. There are gifts that will still be awakened. There are revelations that will come with time. There are miracles being prepared in silence. But it all starts with your decision to keep trusting even when everything seems to stand still. Because the truth is that nothing stands still. Everything is in motion, and you are part of the plan. Get ready. Your name will be remembered. Your story will be testimony. Your walk will leave light marks. But it's not time to stop yet. Saint Michael's has more to reveal. Your spirit already feels it. Have you ever wondered why, even on your most difficult days, something inside you insisted on continuing? As if there was an invisible force holding his hand, even when the ground seemed to have disappeared. This force has a name. That strength has purpose, and it is revealing itself more clearly every moment. It is no coincidence that you are reading this now. There is an activation going on in your life. Saint Michael didn't just come to protect, he came to awaken the sleeping warrior within you. There are secrets about your destiny that will only be revealed as you take the next steps. But beware, these steps will not be guided by human logic. They will be led by signs, by intuitions, by what the heart whispers when reason insists on doubting. You need to learn to listen to the invisible, trusting what you don't see yet. Because what is in store for you is not ordinary, not natural, it is supernatural. And the supernatural can only be accessed with spiritual eyes. Your voice will gain a new frequency. When you speak, it won't just be you. There will be something in your tone, something in your presence, that will break resistances and touch what once seemed unattainable. You will be used, not as any tool, but as a sharp and refined instrument of heaven. The anointing that is coming upon your life will be noticeable even to those who do not believe. You will not need to prove anything. The very presence of Saint Michael will speak for you. Doors that have been locked for years will open with a simple gesture of obedience. But understand, these will not be ordinary doors. There will be access to reserved places where few can enter. That's why the preparation was so long. Waiting time wasn't punishment, it was protection. What is about to be released will require maturity, courage, and discernment. Saint Michael has guarded you not only from external evil, but also from precipitation. For what is great requires spiritual steadfastness. And now, that time is coming. You will feel it in the body, as if a warm energy runs down your spine. You will feel it in your eyes, as if you suddenly see beyond the obvious. And you will feel in your heart that peace that makes no sense at all, but confirms that heaven is near. Don't get distracted. There is something from above, something sacred, that will be delivered directly into your hands. And when it comes, you will know that this message was just the beginning. Deep gratitude to you, awakened soul woman, who allowed this heavenly message to reach your heart. It was a divine honor to be able to be instrumental in this connection between heaven and your life. Each word was addressed especially to you, chosen from many, called to live something extraordinary. May you keep this moment as a milestone of transformation, as the beginning of a new stage where Saint Michael walks ahead of you, illuminating your steps. If this message has touched your spirit and confirmed deep truths within you, manifest your connection to the number 333 here in the comments. This number represents alignment with the Divine Trinity, the active presence of angels, and the fulfillment of a promise that has already begun to be realized in your life. This is the sign that you have received and accepted this summons from above. Don't disconnect from what you started now. Subscribe to our channel, activate the notifications bell, and stay tuned for the next messages that the angels will still bring to you. This journey does not end here. It has just begun, and new prophetic words will be released about your life. Heaven still has much to reveal, and you are part of that move. Your awakening is underway. Remember, no message arrives by chance. Everything that comes from the light carries purpose. Be with an attentive heart, open eyes, and sensitive soul for the signs that will continue to manifest. In the coming videos, new revelations will be delivered, and rest assured, some will be direct answers to your innermost prayers. Until then, take that light with you, share it with those who need direction, and never doubt again, you are protected, chosen, and guided. May the strength of Saint Michael be upon your life every day. I'll wait for you in the next message. Raute 333